You ready? I got to speak up. Last time I was told I needed to speak louder. That's what I was told. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I, of course, I'm not going to wear my mask since I'm up here, but I'll put it on after that. So we got a few people that we're waiting on, but that's okay. I guess by the time we get started, they'll get here. I do want to take the time to welcome everybody to our 2021 Winter Job Skills Training graduation. I'll say it again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I've had the pleasure of being with some beautiful people. For the last 8 weeks, I've gotten to know you, you've gotten to know me, and I am so glad that you were able to stick it out and you've balanced schedules. I think that you've learned that you can do a little bit more with a computer because this particular class was completely virtual. So this was a challenge for not just myself, but for you as well. And I have to say that you weathered the storm. I'm so proud of you for working. Some of you are still working, maintaining your job. Some of you were also taking care of kids. I think I remember you at one time someone, child had a little bit of emergency, but they were able to jump right into class. So I think being able to be virtual was in our favor for this season. And we all know that this has been a tough season. But guess what? We made it. And so we're here to celebrate with you. Let me start by saying that I'm simply proud of the final participants that decided to stick it out. It was not easy, right? Right, okay. But your hard work and perseverance has proven to work out, and it's gone unnoticed. So for the last 8 weeks, each participant has come through a number of trainings, both in class and also virtual. What we mean by in class is our certificate trainings were done by our vendors, and so those were pretty much the only trainings that the participants had to show up for. So let me just talk a little bit about job skills so those of you that are here supporting will know what exactly did the participants do. I think, Mama, you got in on one of our sessions one time, I think. So she knows that we can be a bunch of chat boxes. The Job Skills Training Program is designed to help program participants reach their full potential. Each participant here today has come into the program voluntarily, by word of mouth, either by a community agency or a supporting referral program, which they may be currently participating in. They have successfully completed all of their training, the courses that have been designed to develop their skills, and also all of this has been needed for effective career planning and life enrichment. They all came together for one common goal, and that is for better employment, right? So some of the things that they have done, I'll kind of go through that and tell you some of the things. Maybe some of you, like Mom, you probably saw her getting work done. I got to turn it in. I got to get it to Ms. Hollis. We have used the internet like no other this time. We have emailed, we've scanned, and I think that we found out that it's possible for us. There's more than one way to skin cat, and we've gotten it done. And I'm definitely proud of you. So one of the first things that the group did, and that is a job assessment. What we utilized was something called ONET. That is Occupational Information Network. This is a career tool designed for each participant to get the opportunity to explore their career. So they go on to this network and they put in a list of likes, don't likes, and it pretty much gives them a profile, kind of helping them to gear their pathway to see if it's something that they want to do, if it's something that they have in mind. You're able to determine whether or not it works or if they need to change. One of the awesome things about the tool, I think most of the participants enjoyed, was it told them possibly how much money they could make in this area. I think we all want to know that. The other thing is it also was able to let the participants know whether or not they needed to add to their level of education, go back to school, and they also could find if there was a school in the area or close by in which they could take that additional training. Other things that the participants did was they did work essential assignments. So that was a list of different assignments from our work essential book where they had lessons, different scenarios, work scenarios that they had to turn in. The participants also came through one-on-one coaching sessions. That's where I kind of got to know each participant, and we talked about real life. We put it all on the line, and we tried to see if it was going to match where we're going and what needed to change, because we all know that even as we grow and we develop, sometimes there are things that have to change. Sometimes we got to change up the way that we're doing. We form bad habits, and so we've got to release those, bad habits in one way or another. So that's what our one-on-one coaching session was all about. It also gave them a better outlook of the plan that they created when they first came in. Another thing that the participants did, actually each participant earned 5 free certifications offered by our job skills training program, and that is OSHA 10, forklift, customer service, which is offered by National Retail Federation, CPR, and ServSafe. In addition to that, participants also participated in 4 food and nutrition training classes offered by the University of Georgia. I think they all enjoyed that one. That also proved to us, in addition to other classes, that our vendors were willing to go virtual with us. Up until last year, our vendors have always come here to the campus, but due to the pandemic, we tried to be a little bit more innovative and try to learn how to do things a little differently. So our vendors who were starting to come back out were willing to jump online with us and do the training, and I thought that was amazing. Another training that the group did was they did 3 hours of financial budgeting. This was offered by Bank of America. In addition to that, they did a complex money offered by World Financial, where they talked more about things like annuities and Roth IRAs, things of that nature. And then they also did a hour of credit counseling. So they've come through a number of essential tools that will help them as they go toward their career of choice. I'm only providing you with just a summary of things that have been completed. I thought that I would just highlight some of those things. The participants are here, so you can see that they've actually completed, those that are here have actually completed all of those trainings. This group has definitely been interesting. They've kept me laughing. They are very vocal, and they have also learned to manage their time, which I thought was very important. There is hope, balance, and there's hope after loss. Some of them have learned that. Even some of the personal things that they've lost, they've also gained during this time. Also, they've learned that their voice matters. It is important to speak up and say what it is that you want or you don't want. And even in the midst of a dark situation, I think we found those things out, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. All right, so with that, I want to again welcome you to our Job Skills Training Program graduation, and I am definitely proud. I'm going to stop talking because I want you to hear from the students themselves. So I have actually asked 2 of the participants to come up and speak on their own experience and to just speak from their heart, let you know how this program has helped them and what they've gained. And with that being said, I am going to call Ms. Markeithia Dorsey.
Well, hello, everybody. Where do I start? I got through this program through Ms. Ransom Barham. I think that's how I pronounce her name right. Throughout the community, she sent me an email, and I seen nutrition was on there, and I love working with elderly people. So I decided to join the program. And once I joined the program, one thing that I did learn how to do was manage my time. With my child being sick, she had surgery, and I had to call Ms. Thomas like, if I miss one day, will it affect anything throughout the whole program? She instantly said, no, you just won't get certified for that. So my mom helped me to manage my time with that, and I love Ms. Hollis. She works with you very, very well. If you have a problem, she don't care what time of day it is, you can always call her. She's gonna pick up the phone, she's gonna listen. If it's something you need help with, she will help you with it. And with this program, I just plan to move forward with my career. I already started looking for another job and found one, which will be at University Hospital. And it will be working with the people that I love to work with, which is the elderly people. And so with that being said, thank you all for coming. Thank you to the people that own the program. Thank you, Ms. Hollis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's it. That's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Dorsey. Ms. Dorsey definitely, she's very hardworking, and she definitely learned to manage her time, and it is not always that easy as a single mom. Even when you have support sometimes, so she was remarkable in balancing her time. My second person actually hasn't made it, but I think you speak well for all of us. At this time, I am going to introduce our speaker. So our speaker for this afternoon is Major Douglas McClure. He is our area command and senior croc officer here in the Augusta area. He was born in Havre Grace, Maryland. Did I say that right? In 1974. Oh. He was commissioned and ordained in June 2002. Major McClure is married to Major Storm D. McClure, and together they share 4 children, Douglas, Nicholas, and twins Matthew and Chandler. Some of Major McClure's accomplishments include a BA in music theory and composition with emphasis in church music, minors in psychology and biblical studies from Asbury College, seminary degree and educational certification from the College of Officer Training, Master of Organizational Leadership from Trevecca Nazarene University. Actually he's not currently enrolled, he now has his doctoral degree in education for leadership and professional practice from Trevecca Nazarene University. I got that right. Some of his hobbies include movies, musical theater, reading, social media, and writing. I want to now present to you and introduce to others Major, I call him Dr. Major, Douglas McClure. Let's give him a hand as he comes.
Well, good afternoon. If I say good morning, don't take it personally. I usually never know what time it is. It is my honor to be here with you. This is, I think, my 5th or 6th graduation I've attended now, and I can tell you every time I come to one, I'm excited to see the energy, to see the accomplishment, to see what's happening. I think it's appropriate for us to welcome our friends on the internet. We're offering that availability now where you can go back and watch it. Later, Ms. Hollis will send you the link to YouTube where you can send it to family members so they can share those accomplishments with you. Because we know with COVID and those kind of things, we don't have as much space, and of course people are working and things happen, but people want to be able to see this and experience this with you. This is an accomplishment. I had a chance to talk to you guys, if you remember, a couple months ago when this program first got off the ground, and we were talking about the fact that there will come a time, there will be some times when you'll probably, think maybe it's not going to happen, there will be some obstacles you're going to come across. I wasn't quite sure about kids or anything like that, but I'm glad we worked that out. She's adorable, by the way. There's just so many things about life that come across our path and can stop these things from happening, and it's because you push through. That's really what makes a difference. Ms. Hollis is really good about reading all my accomplishments and cutting out my birth year. Thank you very much for that. But the one thing I can tell you about education, at least from my experience and the schooling I've gotten, what I've had, it's not really about what you learn. I mean, they're going to tell you a lot of things. There's a lot of books to read. The bottom line is after you get these degrees, you never stop learning. You keep learning, you keep reading, you keep understanding, and you keep developing as you go. What these things mean, these kind of certifications, these kind of accreditations or degrees mean, is that you stuck to something and you finish it. Right. There are a large percentage of this world who start a lot of things and they never finish it. In fact, it's kind of cool. We're here in March, and you guys know in January we have what's called New Year's resolutions. Right. And I'm sure we all came up with a list of New Year's resolutions, and probably by about the 2nd or 3rd week in January, they were New Year's, maybe I'll get to them. By February, it became New Year's, maybe I'll plan it for next New Year's. And now in March, you're like, new what? Because we start things, we have great intentions, but we never finish it. Believe it or not, we actually have a physical fitness area here in the Croc Center that offers a gym and that kind of stuff. January is a big time to sign up for gym memberships because everybody wants to get healthy in January. And then the pizza shows up in February, and then we all slide down that hill. But there are those people that don't slide. And that's what this represents today. You did not give up. One thing sad about these job skills graduations is I know we start with larger groups, and along the way we lose some folks. Now some of those folks will come out and catch a class later on and join a cohort later on, but some folks we may never see again because it's just not something they can finish. You finished. You completed. You got to the end. Now, you'll probably admit it to me, but you did not do it alone, did you? We have support systems. We have great staff, and I think it's important for us to recognize Franchon Hollis for all that she does for this program. We are grateful to her and the leadership she provides. Also, my fellow doctor, Greg Rhodes, in the back, who oversees our social services. Somebody can help those folks at the door. They just it might have got locked or they might have hit the door wrong. He's in charge of our social service program, which oversees all of the programs at the Center of Hope, which include the Job Skills program, the shelter, all of our feeding programs, those kind of assistance programs. So I'm grateful for Dr. Rhodes, and actually he was actually very influential in this program in the years past, and now he makes sure he keeps running, doesn't he? And we're grateful for him. Also with us is Mr. Rick Moore. Mr. Moore here is our Director of Operations. He's responsible to make sure everything in the Salvation Army keeps running. So he's the one that makes sure the light bill's paid and make sure that all these things happen. He's one of the reasons that prepares the budget that makes sure that we still have a job skills program going forward. He's responsible to make sure all these things keep going. And then in the back there is Sergeant McCormick, who is our area command minister, who makes sure she takes care of all of us spiritually and keeps us all healthy and stuff like that. So there is a great team of people that you may not see every day that are rooting for your success, that want to see you be successful. If you know me, at some point I turn to Scripture because it's really the only book that I actually totally recommend for anybody to read. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verses 7 and 8 says, Then Moses called for Joshua, and all Israel watched, and he said to them, Be strong and courageous, for you will lead these people into the land that the Lord swore to their ancestors he would give them. You are the one who will divide it among them as their grants of land. Now, I want you to listen to this next verse here, because this one's for you. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. We are all here because life has brought us to this place. We have gone through things. All of us have gone through different challenges. All of us have gone through different obstacles. We've pushed through walls. We've climbed over mountains. We've dug under things. We've gone around things. We've done everything to get to this point. What I have to remind myself, what I want to remind you of this afternoon is that God has gone before us and prepared the way. It's real easy in our culture to think, well, I did it myself. I created all this myself. I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and I made all of this happen. We can never forget that God has gone before us and he has made, Scripture says, crooked paths straight. He has brought down mountains. He has raised up valleys. Even in the story of Moses, he even parted the Red Sea. So if God can move water, he can create all these things. He can flatten these things and raise things up. If he can straighten things in here, do you think he's going to stop doing it for us now? And the answer is no. Because he wants to go ahead of you and bring you success and bring you joy. But there's a cost. He's given you a lot of things. And now through this program, you've received even more. Now you have to go and do something about it. Ms. Hollis mentioned I like movies. One of my favorite sayings from Spider-Man is, with great power comes great responsibility. My question to you this afternoon is, what are you going to do with what you've learned through this program? If it just becomes another plaque you put on the wall, yeah, we've all got tons of them. If it just becomes another thing that you write down and say, yeah, I did this today, and yay, isn't that great, yay me, and it goes no further, what was the point? But if you use what you've learned in this program and change even one life, to make one thing better in this community, to change one thing in this world, then all of this work means everything. I tell people all the time, my job is to tell one person about Jesus in my whole lifetime. I would do everything I have done. I would go through all the work I have done for just that one person. Now, hopefully, there will be many more, but it's still worth it for the one. I'm asking you today, what are you willing to change, move? What are you willing to make better with what you learned today to make life better and to bring somebody to a knowledge that they can also change their lives. We need to make a difference in the world. We need to be light in this world. We need to come across and share what we've learned and make a difference in what's going on around us. You've been given more tools. What are you going to do with them? May God bless you this afternoon. I'm very, very proud of you, and I can't wait to watch you get all this stuff, all kind of great things. And the great thing about this program I love about what our team does is, you know that even after this is done, Fran Sean doesn't forget your name. She's still here, and she probably will pester you a little bit. A little bit. She takes a couple of days off when she starts kicking up again. But she's going to keep track of you because we keep in contact with the people that graduate from this program. And if there's a question you have or something you need, you reach out to her or Dr. Rhodes, and they're going to be here for you because it's not just about this one moment. It's about changing your life, and your life still has a long way to go. Right. May God bless you, and have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm about to say doctor, but it is right though. Thank you, Major. Dr. Major, thank you. Actually, I am going to be a little bit off program a little bit because my second speaker made it, and I would hate for him to have to prepare his speech and not get up here. He is clean today, so I have got to hear from him. Mr. Harrison, come on up.
How y'all doing? As y'all know, as y'all can see, I'm Brandon Harrison, and I was introduced to this program a little late. You know what I mean? It came in. I came in like 2-3 weeks after the program had started, so I was way behind. I ain't know if I was gonna catch back up or what. I ain't know what to expect, but really. You know what I'm saying? Miss Fran Sean and my classmate, they kept my head on the swivel. And, you know what I'm saying? I plan to take this and better myself. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I'm a little nervous. She told me not to say that, so I said it. She told me not to say it. But really though, I'm proud of this program because it really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. It was like some coffee early in the morning. And now I'm just gonna further my education. Well, I'm furthering my education now in real estate. That's what I'm doing now. But this right here is something I'm gonna take an initiative and do what I need to do to make what I need to make. Cause I was thinking about that forklift, the class tried to climb me about my forklift class. Cause I ain't riding donuts or going circles. I just went up, went back, and that was it. But I did get the chance to ride in circles and let them know I can drive that thing. You know what I'm saying? So that forklift class, it was pretty exciting. And Ocean 10, I like that class too. I like the more hands-on. Virtual learning is cool, but me personally, I'm more hands-on. And virtual learning is mainly teaching yourself. But once you've grown, like once you go to college, you end up teaching yourself anyway because you got homework before you even go to class the first day. So actually, it really virtual learning prepare you for any online replica. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'd just like to thank Ms. Fran Sean and the Job Skill Program for this opportunity to make my way. And y'all have a good day.
As you can tell, never a dull moment with Mr. Harrison. He kept us all the way live. Yes, I did. That's my job. as job skills coordinator is to help us mold. Sometimes there are things, one of the things I told the class is sometimes we get into different arenas. And so you want to make sure that you're ready to present yourself in a professional manner. So I told him today, just be yourself. You know, he had this little 2-second speech prepared, and I said, no, just be yourself. I just want you to just, just get up there and just tell us what you learned and what you enjoyed. So thank you, Ms. Dorsey. Thank you, Mr. Harrison. And at this time, I actually want to present presentations to each person. What you will see here, each person that will be awarded a job skills training certificate. In these packets, they have about 8 certificates in addition, and that being OSHA 10, forklift, customer service, CPR, Serve Safe, food and nutrition training, Better Money Habits by Bank of America, credit counseling, and also another. Sometimes I forget them all. Sometimes I forget. Yes, and their financial literacy. So they have a total of about 8 certificates. So we're not just giving away free certificates. They come in and they earn it, and also they have to attend classes in order to get the additional training as well. They also have updated resumes. Some are still currently updating resumes. They are not done with me after today. They are actually with me for a whole year, so they're constantly updating, doing job searches. We're trying to figure out what works. So this is ongoing. This is not their last time that they will see me. With that being said, I would like to have each person come up. Michael Hunt. I may have written it wrong.
There's Michael Denny.
Michael Denny. I probably have him backwards. Okay.
There's
Mr.
Tony
Denny?
Hunt.
There's a Michael Jennings and a Tony Hunt.
You know what?
You combine both people and
That's probably what I did. So Kent Denny. That's you. Let's give him a hand. Sometimes I'm working hard. I'm trying to get it all done. Okay? All right. Mr. Brandon Harrison. I don't say color, I'm going to do state. All right. Miss Shaquila Ely. Miss Ely worked every day. She was always logging in as Hollis, and she was getting off work. She worked long hours, so she definitely pushed herself to complete this class. Congratulations. Miss Marquita Dorsey. Miss Dorsey also worked every day. Miss Dorsey probably has about 8-9 years in customer service and still didn't really feel like she had enough. So she's worked really hard in the program. Congratulations. Thank you. And I do think I have the names mixed up. Is it Michael Hunt?
Tony Hunt.
Tony Hunt. So Mr. Hunt, let's give you a hand. Come on up anyway. I'm gonna fix that. Don't worry about it.
What name's on it?
Michael.
Michael?
That's the name that's on this one, so don't worry about it. We'll fix it. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And the last person, she made it. Miss Brittany Horton. You could have brought my friend up here. And Miss Harden is definitely weathered some challenges, and I am so proud of her because she pushed herself, and she's here. Congratulations. I also have one more who actually is not here, so, and I will ask, us to keep her in prayer, as her family, we all know that, COVID kind of has done a whole lot of things, and so with that being said, I'll ask, for, prayer for our Robinson family, as I am missing one today. Again, I want to congratulate all of the graduates today. I think you owe yourself a hand of applause. I cannot do this alone. I actually have someone who keeps me going, pushes me, encourages me. Sometimes when, many times in the program, we start with big numbers, and it's always sometimes a challenge. Sometimes people have to go to work. Sometimes people make a decision, well, I'll just do it the next time. There are a number of challenges that come with really sticking to a program, like this, even though we offer, great certificates and things of that nature. So I have someone who always encourages me, and that is Dr. Gregory Rhodes. He is my immediate supervisor. Come on up. And he always keeps me encouraged and pushes me and says, hey, are we ready? What we got? So it kind of keeps me on my toes as well. I want him to, he's going to give us words of acknowledgement in closing remarks.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So let me offer two apologies. First apology is, this is the first job skills training class that I have not had the opportunity to share with and get to know. So I do apologize. But I do want to offer my congratulations to each of you on your accomplishment. Job skills is where I started at in my employment with Salvation Army. It has always been my heart. I love teaching. I love what this program offers. And again, let me just offer my congratulations. And secondly, let me apologize for my dress today. This is not my normal attire. Normally, I'm in shirt and tie. But today I am also doubling as your chef. So I prepared the meal for today, so I hope you enjoy it. Let me acknowledge a few people first, the majors, the Director of Operations, Rick Moore, the advisory board, the program committee, and all the staff of the social services department, as well as the entire Salvation Army. We are so grateful to everyone because everyone plays a part in making sure that this program runs smoothly and that we have everything that we need. So we just want to acknowledge all of the staff and just show our appreciation to them. And then we want to thank all of our the vendors who came in and taught classes, those who donated. So we appreciate it all. My inspiration for today, because I always want to leave you with a word. Your life is a gift to the world. Be the gift that you were born to be. Everything you have experienced up to now, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, can be used for greater good. Regardless of what is going on around you, be thankful that you are still here. You have new thoughts, untapped strength, and more skills that can be developed. Life is not through with you yet. Do not think about the others. You have an assignment, a higher calling. You know it. Demonstrate faith in your ideas, strengthen your abilities, and use your talents. The world is waiting for you. Again, the world is waiting for you. Your mission is possible. Work to create a larger vision for your life and unleash the power in you to make things happen. It is your time. Make your move. You have greatness within you. Again, I offer my congratulations to each of you. I can't wait to hear all of the wonderful things that will come as you move forward in your journey.
With us today, we do have our Director Director of Operations, and I'd like to make a space for him to say something, because definitely, I still can't do any of this by myself. He looks at all of the certificates. I have to have all of that right when I sit it down. You heard earlier that he's the only person, so he's checking off all of those different things that I'm doing. So I want to give space to Rick Moore.
Well, thank you, Franchon. Well, I am absolutely unprepared for any comments, but I'll say congratulations. It's wonderful to see the end result of all of the hard work that the team does to keep the funds rolling, to keep great programs like this moving. We really are planning on expanding skills training over the next year, so thank you for what you did. I as well look forward to hearing all the great things that you do. And any questions about the program that we can improve on? We always look to try to improve.
No, actually,
It was great? Okay. All right. Well, if you ever have suggestions or ideas that can make the program better, I know Franchon would love to hear it, Dr. Rhodes, as well as I would love to hear it. So thank you very much. Congratulations.
So as we close out, I also always like to, actually, we have with us Sergeant April. And as we close us, so I don't have to do grace, and I don't have to close us out in prayer because she's here. So with that being said, again, I want to thank all of the parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody that came to support our graduates. They have worked hard. I would say take them out. I'm not going to get in trouble. I will just say give them a pat on the back. And because the work is not over, we continue to work. We never stop working. We're ever learning. And so with that, I'll say congratulations. And Dr. Rose has prepared a meal for us, so don't leave without eating. He didn't prepare my favorite today, but he passed.
wait, this is throughout this whole program. She's been talking about it.
So you get to taste a little bit of what I taste. With that being said, Sergeant Everett, will you bless the food and close us out, please?
Yes, absolutely. Let's pray this afternoon. Father God, we thank you so much for this day, Lord. We thank you for the opportunity to come and to recognize these graduates today, Lord. God, I pray that you would just bless them, oh Lord. Lord, that you direct them down the path that you have for them, Father. And God, I pray that you would be with them and their families, Father, and allow them to continue to grow in their work field, Lord. And Lord, we just pray your blessing upon them this afternoon. So God, I pray you bless this food. Give us strength for this day. We love you and praise you, Lord, for you are good. In him I pray. Amen.